What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, I'm going to be doing my Week 6 NFL predictions. Last week in Week 5, I went 10-6, so my overall record is 10-6. Let's hope that we can get better than that. But of course, the Buccaneers did beat the Eagles on Thursday Night Football. But let's get into this video. I hope you guys enjoy the video. And let's get into it. Starting it off, Dolphins at Jaguars. This is going to be a not very interesting game as an NFL fan to watch. But I think it could go either way. I definitely think the Jags could get their first win if it was any team like in on this schedule, probably on Miami just because of their injuries. But I think I will go with the Dolphins. I think Jacoby Brissett, whoever plays, Tua might play, but I don't know about Tua playing. But I think the Dolphins will win 35-25. The Texans and the Colts. I think this is where the Colts are going to get hot, and I think the Colts are going to win this game. It's all going to depend on Carson Wentz's play and Davis Mills' play. Davis Mills played great last week against the Patriots, but this week maybe he doesn't do as well. But I think I will still go with the Colts in a 27-21 win over the Houston Texans. The Chargers and the Ravens. This is going to be a fun game. Now, I think the Chargers could win. I think they definitely could win. Wait, let's look at that. Their schedule. Yeah, they did beat the Browns, so yeah. Some of it isn't updated because of my picks last week, but the Chargers and the Ravens. I'm going to go with the Chargers because I think they're in a much better situation than the Ravens. The Ravens have too many injuries to beat like a top-notch team. Aside from the Chiefs, the Ravens really haven't beat a top-notch team. Like, let's look at their schedule. They haven't beat, they beat the Broncos, Lions, and Raiders and Colts. They haven't, other than the Chiefs game, which the Chiefs are a mess, but I still think the Chargers are the better team. I like the situation they're in. Justin Herbert's performing amazing. So I'll go Chargers 34, Ravens 30. And then the Raiders and the Broncos. This is going to be a tough one. But I'm going to go Broncos because I just don't think the Raiders – I think this is where the Raiders take a step down. The Raiders aren't going to be a playoff team this year. This is how they always start off. And I like this Broncos team. They almost came back against the Steelers. Teddy Bridgewater can have a good game. I think the Broncos could easily win this game. I'll go 27-17 Broncos. Bills, Titans. This one looks harder than it actually is because I'm going to go the Bills, obviously. I think the Bills are the much better team overall. I think the Titans have been overhyped. They barely beat the Jets. They didn't barely beat the Jags, but they weren't playing that good against the Jags. So I think they lost to the Jets. My bad. But I think the Bills, they're on a hot streak. They beat the Chiefs last week. I think they'll beat the Titans. And I'll go 35-23 Bills. And then onto the AFC versus NFC, we got Chiefs football team. Gotta go with the Chiefs on this one. The Chiefs, they're a good team. I mean, the Chiefs, despite having problems, they're still a great team. The football team, they're not going to win many games with Taylor Heinicke as quarterback. I'm sorry for all the memers, but they're not going to beat the Chiefs with Taylor Heinicke. They couldn't beat them with Ryan Fitzpatrick. Like, the football team, I just don't see it happening, but the Chiefs, I think their offense will do well. And I'll go 31-17, 31-23, 31-17, Chiefs win. Bengals, Lions. I mean, the Lions, they've came close in pretty much all their games. They're 0-5, but they've came close in all of them except for the second half of the Packers game. But I like this Bengals team. I think the Bengals, Joe Burrow needs to be protected, but I think the Bengals, they'll win this game. The Lions, there's not a lot about the Lions. The Lions are performing how they should be performing. Now, I know they missed a few kicks and they got a few kicks on them um, for them to lose games, but still, I don't care if they lost by 40 or lost by 10. They're still or lost by 40 or lost by 1. They're still the Lions, and I got the Bengals winning this. And I'll go 30-22 Bengals. Cardinals, Browns. The Cardinals, they're undefeated. I didn't update these for my picks because they are undefeated. So they're the only undefeated team in the league. Can they really keep this up? Why not? Why not? The Cardinals, they're the best looking team in the league right now. You can say the Chargers, you can say the Bills, you can make an argument for the Buccaneers. But the Cardinals right now are on the best team in the league. And Baker Mayfield has not been connecting well with Odell Beckham, and Jarvis Landry he's injured. So they can't just run the ball 40 times. Now, that's what they're going to do. But I think Chandler Jones, J.J. Watt, Jordan Phillips, Isaiah Simmons, Jordan Hicks, Vivian Collins, they don't have a great run defense, but I still think they're going to be able to limit them. And I think one of the two running backs is going to be stopped today. But I think the Cardinals are going to continue to keep it up, and I think they'll win 34-31 in a thriller. Next, we got my Patriots heading to Dallas, or the Dallas Cowboys heading to New England. I want to go Patriots, but no. How are we going to win this game? I want to have high hopes. I want to say that we can win. But if our defense couldn't stop Davis Mills, how are we going to stop Ezekiel Elliott? How are we going to stop Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper? This may be one of our best offensive games. I think we could definitely get in the 20s today. But the Cowboys' offense is just too good for us to compete with. So I'm going to go 34-20 Cowboys. Seahawks, Steelers. This is tough because the Seahawks don't have the Seahawks don't have Russell Wilson. And they don't have Chris Carson. Tyler Lockett's kind of regressing since the first few weeks. But the Steelers are kind of a mess, if you ask me. I think I will go the Steelers just because of all the Seahawks injuries, and I think the Steelers defense will be fine against the Seahawks offense. So I'll go the Seahawks or the Steelers in a low-scoring 20-17 game. And then we got the Bucks. They beat the Eagles, obviously, 27-22, 28-22, I don't know. And then Packers, Bears. Justin Fields looked good against the Raiders, but the Packers, they're still going to beat them. The Packers, they're on a hot streak. Since week 1, when they had that horrible loss, they've been on fire. They've won every game, and that will continue. The Packers will win this game. I think 37 to. I'll go 31-16 Packers over the Bears. Rams and the Giants. Gotta go with the Rams. The Giants, no Saquon. Daniel Jones has a concussion or something. He's still gonna play, I'm pretty sure, but the Rams will win this game quite easily. This is a very competitive NFC. 6, 7, and then below isn't very competitive, but the first 5 teams are all going to come down to the wire. But the Rams, I'll go the Rams over the Giants 27-13. The Vikings and the Panthers to finish off the games. This is a difficult game because the Panthers are coming off of 2 straight losses. Let me fix that. They're coming off of 2 straight losses to the Cowboys, which is a very hard team to stop. And then, of course, they lost to the Eagles, which isn't so hard of a team. I want to say the Panthers could win this, I want to say the Vikings could win this. But as what I've seen from the Vikings, they just haven't been a great team so far this season. I mean, their offense just hasn't been there. Like Dalvin Cook hasn't showed up. Kirk Cousins hasn't been great. They barely beat the Lions. They lost to the Bengals. I mean, barely lost to the Browns. They beat the Seahawks. But I'm not impressed by this Vikings team. I think they're underperforming drastically. So I'll go the Panthers. 30-21. Shout out to Scott, a Panthers fan. And Scott's Panthers will beat the Vikings this Sunday, today. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to leave a like on the video, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what do you think about these picks. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.